educate the students to be more prepared for college.
Stanford University.
I originally started as a corporate lawyer, and that's what I trained as. But I soon realized it was not giving me enough back, and I didn't feel that I was giving anything back for what I wanted to do something different. The school I teach in is called Summit Preparatory Charter High School. It's a totally public school. Our mission statement is to prepare a diverse student body for college acceptance and college success. I've taught on 3 different continents, in England, Germany, Japan, and in the United States on both coasts. I've been teaching in California for the last 5.5 years.
CSEC is the Center for the Support of Excellence in Teaching. The center is an interdisciplinary hub that pulls across the resources of Stanford University to provide programs for teachers themselves to come back and to be renewed, to develop new approaches.
There are relatively few professional development opportunities for teachers who've been teaching for more than 5 years. When I attended the center, it was a very intensive 2-week experience, very full days with a lot of discussions, workshops, lectures. I think it's helped remind me how much passion and innovation can be married to experience in helping kids have better experiences in the classroom.
Whether it be really insignificant or something big has sort of added to himself.
We know that having a good teacher for 3 years in a row, as opposed to having a weak teacher for those same 3 years, makes the difference of 50 percentile points in achievement. It makes the difference between being at the top of your class or being at the bottom of your class.
We have managed to have 96% of our students be accepted to 4-year college upon their graduation. Many of our teachers here are graduates of the Stanford Teaching Education Program. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that Stanford has been a part of why we are successful.
Okay, the U.S. Department of Education did a study. I have some statistics from it. It said only 70% of all public high school students graduate, and only 32% leave high school and are prepared for a 4-year college. Only 51% of all Black students and 52% of all Hispanic students graduate, and only 28% and 16% respectively graduate ready for a 4-year college. And less than 1/5 of 9th graders finish high school within 4 years, go on to college, and then complete a bachelor's degree within 6 years. Okay, now we're going to move on to resolutions to help high schools prepare students for college. One of the resolutions is to align college expectations with high school curriculum. This can be done by working in partnership with a local college and a high school to analyze the content of the high school's curriculum with the college readiness standards. Make high school courses and assessments are in sync with post-secondary expectations. State high school graduation rates are generally at a 10th grade level. So having a set of college-aligned expectations can help fill that void with students' last 2 years of high school. And you could also expand dual credit offerings in the high school with the college to help accelerate the students without taking too much time from the high school teachers and from their already strenuous course loads. Another resolution is to develop all courses with high-quality syllabi. Address needs by holding a school-wide syllabus review and development process. Here you can discuss how each course fits with one another in the department and across all departments. And here we can redesign courses and repackage core content in a way that will be more engaging for today's students. Another resolution is to implement senior seminars. It's important to keep students actively engaged, particularly in their senior year of high school. Senior seminars can create a college-like atmosphere or experience without having to teach at the level of college. And this can happen for any subject area. And during the seminar, it's important to focus on key issues within the discipline and just investigate them in depth. Another one is to to add content that is missing in the high schools. A lot of content necessary for colleges is not being taught rigorously in the college or high schools, such as the amount or quality of writing, as well as vocabulary, learning word analysis skills, and practicing strategic reading. They also need to better develop problem-solving skills and better understand the basic concepts and techniques of algebra, as well as scientific thinking. And they should really be required to study at least 2 years of foreign language in today's society. Another one we talked about before is teaching the teachers, just to educate and prepare a new supply of teachers so that they are more equipped to teach a more rigorous high school curriculum. Also organize a state council. Here you can make councils or commissions involving representatives from both higher education institutions and K-12 institutions, and they can meet to resolve different crossover issues. Another one is to hold parents accountable, really get them more involved in their son or daughter's education by promoting authoritative parenting, focus on the parents and the students' attitudes, behavior, really get the parents more involved within the school system and set new standards for school performance. And last one is eliminate remedial education at four-year colleges and universities. By offering these remedial courses in reading, writing, and math, institutions are really belittling the attainment of a high school diploma and diminishing the prestige of college admissions. So really push for students to start at a local community college if need be, or make sure they're doing whatever fits their personal needs.
Throughout all of our research, we at first had a more broad definition of the issue, and we have now come to terms with a more revised definition. It states students and parents lack college-going knowledge, leading to disengaged students who are underprepared academically. Colleges are enabling high schools by increasing the number of remedial courses offered and widening the already enormous gap between secondary and higher education. Through working on this project, we the whole time were thinking of assumptions about being college ready in the past, historical times, and what the assumptions are today. A couple assumptions we had that was in the past that only individuals that were prepared and qualified could go to college, and now we find that with financial aid, need-based mostly, most students are able to have access to higher education. Also, another assumption in historical times, students realized it was their responsibility to prepare for college. They did not have much assistance back then. There was a lot of lack of support and lack of knowledge of what college was really about. And now, most even parents expect the external forces such as guidance counselors and people involved in high schools to prepare the students. The students are not necessarily helping prepare themselves. Another assumption in the past was that individuals went to college to expand their mind and gain knowledge. And now students see college as a means to an end, as Grace had mentioned. They go to college just for that job. And they're not thinking of really developing their whole selves. A couple predictions for the future that we have. Our educators and parents will definitely be forced to reassess their current systems of working with their child and with their students. There may be a lot of backlash, but it certainly has to change. High schools may object to having their curriculum dictated to them by colleges and universities, but will possibly concede and make drastic changes if necessary. Reforms across the two educational systems will be very difficult to achieve with the lack of engagement and meaningful communication, which is definitely needed for policy making at both levels. This is a statewide and a countrywide issue here. The extreme disconnect between secondary and higher education will continue to be disaligned until parents, students, and academia will fully recognize that their success depends on their collaboration together.
Right, and kind of at the end of the back of your packet, we have a sample of